Afternoon, Samantha. Hey, Isabella. Isabella, did I get you unblocked? Well, thank you for the gift, Samantha. If I didn't, I thought I did. I think I did. I'm not for sure. I unblocked a couple of people the other night. I do believe I got you finally unblocked, but I know, I know who you are when you came in this time. So, all right. So the situation, if anybody was on earlier, y'all know the situation. $29 short. I went up and paid 36 to the room to for him to give me till 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. If we don't have the other 29, um, we have to check out, and we have nothing. It was agreed that the 36 would be. Um, if I don't have the other by then the 36 was just for us to stay over a few extra hours. So that's that scenario. I'll tell that a little soon. I'm sure I'll be asked again, and I'll explain it as many times as I have to, guys. Uh, so we've got to 3 o'clock to come up with the other $29, or we have to check out and then lose the other 36. So yeah. Hey, Florida Grown, how have you been? Haven't seen that name pop up in a long time. Completely understand, Retha. Retha Ann. Completely understand. I know there's a lot of people struggling. We're just trying to make it till Wednesday. It's like Wednesday things starts to get a little bit easier on us. We won't have to come on here and ask. Will we getting paychecks? Both of us working and be able to pay for the room and not have to depend on someone being kind to us. You know. Uh, so yeah, we're like right there at that threshold of things that are going to start getting better. We're just $29 away from getting today covered. It's 12 o'clock here. He gave us the 3. I had to pay him the 36 that I had to get him to give me the extra time. At 3 o'clock, if I don't have the other 29, we have to check out and we'll be at 0. So, yeah, and it's hot out there today. We just had to go somewhere and take care of something. Florida Grown, she's probably got a headache now. We was out in the sun for a minute. We had to go take care of some stuff, and she got a little hot. Um, that's what scares me the most about having to stay in our car. Is like there's no break in the weather out there unless the storm later on, and then you're stuck in the car. The windows rolled up. So we're hoping and praying that someone helps us with this last $29 to keep the room. No, we don't work. We're both off today. Um, if we could make it to, are you still in? Are you see Florida Grown? You're in. I'm wanting to remember where you're at. I'm guessing Florida because it's in your name, but uh, Yeah, it's been a long time since we've talked. The only homeless shelter we have in this area is for women, and it's not open half the time because it's understaffed. We don't have a homeless shelter for men here, and you still got to wait till like 6 o'clock to check in there. It's just basically you're just going in and laying down and going to sleep. This is what they do there. So I always thought, and I've said this a lot, I've always thought this town did more and had more for homeless people. But once that became our reality, it's really not. There's not a Salvation Army, Matthew 25:40 that you mentioned. None of them helps with hotel rooms. They'll help you with utilities once a year and groceries once every 3 months. Um, well, I hope you get it. I only need 29. Um, I have called around churches and cannot get any help from churches. There was I do work, thank you. Yeah. See, people just come in here and assume that we don't work. No, I don't have the money. I just paid $36 to keep us here till 3. Um, give me 1 second. Um, if I had the money, I wouldn't be on here stressing about it. I'd be spending some time with my wife. I wouldn't. Yeah, sure. Could definitely block you because you don't want to see my live again. Or you could have blocked me, or you could have just not interacted with me, and then stuff like this wouldn't be. Um, okay, so first of all, the eighth of a tank of gas I've got in my car is not going to drive me 45 minutes to a town that's got a shelter in it. So, you know, Florida grown, there's a lot of hate. A lot of hate. I have to eventually take my meds and try to eat something, but I'm stressed and don't want anything to eat. Hey, Carrie. Florida growing, I can tell you right now, the people who hate and say that we shouldn't be in this situation because we've been in this situation for a year now. Um, it's oh no, Crystal, there's hate. I get hate, and it's 100% hate. Um, they've never been in this situation. But here's the thing. Here's the glorious thing about TikTok. If you don't interact with the stuff you don't want to see, you don't see it, right? So like, if I don't like, I'm trying to figure out something I don't. I just don't really. I don't know what I don't like on here because if I don't like it, I just go past it, right? Um, I love the Bigfoot stuff. I watched a few of those and double tapped it and gave it a heart, and now I've got 15 pages coming across my algorithm about Bigfoot and Yeti and stuff like that, and I love the videos. I don't go in and interact with people who I don't like, because once I do that, guess what I see on my page all the time? So if you don't interact with it, it goes away. You won't see it. It just. Okay, Crystal, let me ask you a question. Is it a hate for them to get on a Reddit page and talk about my size and me not being able to walk good because I got a bad leg? Is that hate or is that awareness? Batty, we gave him the $36 that we had, and he gave us till 3 o'clock to come up with the other 29. Um, that's what we did. That's what I'm explaining. I had $36. I went up, gave it to him. He said we could stay till 3. Um, at 3 o'clock, if I don't have the other 29, we have to check out, and then there's no refund, which I completely understand that. He's letting us stay over extra time. He's being generous with doing that. Okay, so it's hate. They talk about my wife's disabilities. They talk about my wife's her size. They talk about my size. They talk about I can't walk right, how I have to get in my car because of my leg and everything. I can't put my leg in the car first. I have to kind of set back into the car and spin around. That's what they talk about. So when I say, yeah, it's hate coming from these people, and it's the same people who get on here, and they don't do a lot of it here because they get banned. So TikTok is a little bit better about. Um, TikTok is a little bit better about if someone's doing body shaming and stuff like that, they get rid of that. So, hey, Julie, they do, you know, take care of that situation. But I do deal with a lot of hate. I don't deal with all hate. I'm not saying I deal with all hate. I deal with a lot of hate. Um, so, Julie stressed beyond belief. We have till 3 o'clock to come up with $29, or we have to check out. Job is going great. Well, everything is packed, actually. Or everything that we've got is packed. I mean, but that's the people that these people are following. They're doing all this stuff, and they're over there laughing and making fun. It's all supposed to be okay because I have to ask for help on here. You know, I ask for help, and they think they can say this is educational, not bullying, and it makes it not bullying, but it's flat out is. You know, um, so you get this group of people who that's how they attack you daily. My job actually started a couple weeks ago. I get my first good paycheck Wednesday. So I didn't say you was being mean, Crystal. I just said there's hate. I get a lot of hate. You said it wasn't hate. And I was giving you an example of what I deal with. Nobody said you was being mean. Florida, that ain't gonna happen. I tell you right now, I have 126 people that's on here right now. Probably 100 and I'm gonna be conservative. Say 100 of them is just from awareness pages, sitting here waiting for someone to offer help so they can run to their DMs and tell them about how big of a low life piece of crap I am and how I've done this and how I've done that, and which you know and the whole saying of screenshots don't lie. Well, I've got screenshots too, and I've got all the screenshots that I'm going to be sharing. Um, and it's is anybody hiding the fact that I have to ask? I've been asking for help this week. Is anybody hiding that fact? I don't think so. I don't think it's ever been, you know, but that's fine, Vicky. I mean, it's 100% fine. Glad you do that. That is great. Because I'm telling you right now, from this standpoint, a lot of places don't have people who donate locally enough to help. Because when you go to the organizations that are supposed to be helping you down here, they don't have the means to help. What you doing?
Yes.
Unbelievable. First of all, the deal with me and the woman made was not between Angela and her. It was between me and her. So
What?
not
Let
much
me sit
happened.
down up there and get you something to eat.
No, I'm good. I'm not hungry right now. I am thirsty. An extra bottle of water would be pretty gnarly. And again, all the text was between me and the woman. She doesn't have anything to do with it. It's like the person who offered a room is in Florida. So that's as soon as our phones are turned back on, as soon as I get to where I can turn our phones back on, we're planning on doing DoorDash and Spark. Um, but I can't do them right now because everything has to be Wi-Fi. All right, guys. Exactly, Boo Bear. That's what I'm doing for right now. Is I got the Text Now app, which is a great app. When I'm around Wi-Fi, it works great. We are too, but it's going to take us a couple more weeks before we get to the point to where we can get the phones turned back on. Actually, we're short 29 for the room, and any help would be appreciated. Uh, First, Matilda's in here. Did y'all see that?
Mm.
You know,
I'm sure Big Bro's on there playing video games watching.
I think they actually started coming after him pretty hard. I don't know if he's on much anymore.
Really?
Yeah. I think Sassy Girl might already be blocked because I don't see anything that's being said by her. No, we still need $29 by 3 o'clock, or we have to check out. And if we have to check out at 3, we lose the 36 we had. No, that's my wife. Right now, my mod spots are pretty good. It is 12:19 here. So, yeah, it's 12:19 here. We got till 3. I had 36. I gave it to him. He told me that you give me till 3 on the 36, and if I have to check out, then to come back, I'd have to pay the full 65. So, for years on TikTok, we've only been on TikTok for a year, so we've been scamming on TikTok for years. See, that's what gets me so much, guys. This is what aggravates the. We've been scamming on TikTok for years when we've only had this account for about a year. So that's a lie. Any lie that y'all just want to make up and put out there is supposed to be the truth. So it's whatever y'all say it is. It's whatever these awareness pages say it is. It's whatever y'all. Huh. Carrie, I don't know why it does that to you all the time. I've been seeing you pop in and out. Hold on, Carrie. Don't go anywhere. Let me see. Uh, no, I don't need to block you. I'm the liar on what? I'm the liar on what? That I've only had this account for a year. I do have Cash App. Leah, I will tag you in it. Make sure I spelled everything right. Check my message request. Babe, check message request for Bill.
Okay.
I agree. It's um, Kelly. What does it matter if Carrie gave any money to Jeff Gainey? Did you pay Carrie? Did you give her money? So what would it even matter if what does it matter who gives their money to who, right? It's like you're not entitled to know what Carrie does with her money because you've done nothing to help Carrie with the money. If someone helps me out and say like right now, say I'm just using Florida Grown because she's there. Florida Grown says, "Hey, I got $29, but I want to know what's going towards the hotel room." Then she is entitled to know that it went to that hotel room, right? That's how that should go, right? But if you're not giving someone the money, then you have no entitlement to know to even ask the question what someone did with their money. Did you find it?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Let me show you something.
That is awesome, heavy metal mom. That is very awesome.
Look what somebody got spotlighted on Epilepsy Nation.
Oh,
I know.
I hear my NWO shirt
Yeah.
got lost. Y'all hang on a minute. Uh, Angela's on Facebook and she got spotlighted in an Epilepsy Nation page. And that's pretty awesome. They said "We hope you have a nice and seizure free week." That is pretty awesome. Oh, that is awesome. Screenshot that.
I will.
Heavy Metal Mom, I applaud you for that. That is amazing you do that. It really is. Uh, I just, I do this, I believe the same way, but I believe, I don't have any issue if someone helped me out and they're like, "Hey, look, I'm going to give you $30, but I want to make sure it goes, you show me where it went to." I don't have any issue with that. You know, um, but I don't think anybody's entitled to ask anybody what they do with their money. So, hey, lost and found, we're pretty stressed, to say the least. Really, really stressed. Thank you for that help. That puts us needing $9.
Yeah, I just
Um, I agree with you on that. You know, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me that people feel entitled. Like they just called out, my mod for helping someone else out. It doesn't matter. That's her money, right? Um, if Wednesday I get my paycheck and I want to go withdraw all my money from the ATM and take it and chop it into little pieces and throw it in the air and make a confetti party, it's mine, right? I don't have to answer. Nobody has the right to ask that. Um, but thank you. I'm not going to say any name out there. Hey, Rainbow. Uh, Thank you for the help. At least it's $9 short to cover the room. If anybody can just help us with just $9, I mean, $5, $4, $2, anything. Uh, that was already said. Like, did everybody see the screenshots where I told the woman I wouldn't have anything for her till Wednesday? Anybody see that part? Because that's when I get paid. Rainbow, it's been a morning and a half. Um, it's No, unfortunately, they don't do the same day pay. I wish they did. And again, we can't do DoorDash or Spark right now because of our phones aren't on. When our phones, after a couple of paychecks, I'll be able to get our phones turned back on, and then we'll be able to start doing that for some extra income. When we're not working, we can um, we can do DoorDash and Spark. Kimberly, I just tagged you in the Cash App. Thank you, Rainbow. I tell you, I get on here and the bad starts to really bother me, but then when the good, our good friends and stuff gets on here and everything, I see certain names pop up. Um, what? Oh, thank you, Leah. So I'm about to go take care of this payment. Thank you so much. Uh, Appreciate that a lot. Can I take you with us? What? I just read that so weird. Can I take y'all with us? If the Wi-Fi would stay in, yeah, I could easily take y'all up there and pay the rest of the room. But Heather, yes, we do have food. Thank you again, Leah. I hope the hate doesn't come at you.
I hope not.
Um, so we have everything to cover the room. Um, Lori, I've heard some good stuff about that. Yeah, I've just seen it up there. Um, well, actually, on the walk up there, I lose Wi-Fi, and then I always have to reconnect when I get to the office. So, but that's definitely where the money's going to. Thank you, everyone who just helped.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate it. Um, I'm about to. Hey, Pam Anderson's on here. I hated your haircut at the one thing um, awards where Andre 3000 wore a piano.
Yeah.
I sat there and I seen the previews for it, and first of all, I don't know the woman's name who's playing the main character in it, but that woman can one of the best to act. I'm not even going to say one of the best actresses, just one of the best to act. Um, so Tyler Perry's got a new movie out,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't think of any other movie that you might know her from. But the woman who played the pregnant woman in Hustle and Flow,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she's in it, and it's kind of the movie kind of reminds me of John Q. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to talk for a second, if y'all don't mind. Just talk. Uh, it's kind of like John Q. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on this, but it's like she's going through a hard time. She's losing everything. Her kid's sick. Is her kid not sick in it? And she can't get her meds or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Um, and she she's robbing a bank or something. Is that it? Like I've seen the advertisements of it, and I'm just like, man, that woman can act.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't. I'm not even gonna say one of the great actresses. She's just a great at acting. So, but guys, I'm going to get off here. Uh, Cindy, right now we're good. We was needing help covering the hotel room for the day. We've got the help we needed. We're just taking it a day at a time with our hotel. Um, hey Donna, unless and just to be straightforward, unless I can figure out the rest of it tonight, I'll be back on here tomorrow. I hate that, but it is what it is for right now. Wednesday, we get our good paycheck, and bless things start getting easier. Within 3 weeks of our paychecks, we should. My nose. Sorry, guys. Um, we should be room paid up by the weeks, um, and phones turned back on, and a few other things that has to happen between that and the phones. Phone's the last case scenario. We've got Wi-Fi pretty well everywhere we go. Heather, yes, we're both off today. Um, so yeah, but I'm gonna go pay this. Then I'm going to come back and try to eat something and take my meds because I'm behind on my meds. And at 1 o'clock, don't let me forget to call the doctor
Okay.
to see if they can give me a refill on my metformin. Hey y'all, 1 o'clock. Somebody DM me and tell me not to forget to call my doctor. I know 1 o'clock's right around the corner, but man, when you're razzled and going in 15 different directions, it's crazy. So, thank you, everybody. Um,
Thank y'all. Love y'all bunches.
The wife says, "Love y'all bunches and thank y'all." I would like to come back home maybe tonight if we don't have anything we're doing and just talk and have fun and maybe battle again and like the old days, you know. I do miss that.
She said she loves y'all too.
Um,
You wanna go say hi?
so we may be back on. I have a bad habit about turning my alarm off and forgetting what I'm doing. Yes, we are.
Say hey, y'all.
Bean Jean wanted to come say hi. Her name is not Bean Jean. Her name is Juliet. Everybody called her Julie. That was. I'm gonna go through the fur baby story. That was her grandmama's dog. Oh, that's awesome, Boo Bear. Um, Her grandmama had 3 dogs, and that's a little girl. Uh, well, I'm gonna get to the names. I'd throw nicknames out there. I always did to all of our puppies. Uh,
I'm going back down.
Her name was Juliet. Everybody called her Julie. When we got her, we started calling her Juju Bean. Um, and I'm just horrible with nicknames. Call her Mean Bean. Mean Bean Smokerland. Mean Gene Okerlund. Uh,
She's my chipmunk.
your chipmunk. She answers to Cupcake. She really answers to a bag of rattling potato chips. Um, but when her grandmother passed away, um, she left and she never came home. She took a fall, never got to come home, unfortunately. And dogs, and I'm telling animals in general, grieve just like we do. Um, it does not have a kitchenette. Um, I just randomly, I'm so random when I talk. Um, so it took us a year, and we eventually just had to trap her and bring her in the house because it was getting cold, and it was a big freeze and everything, and it was like one of them freezes where you just needed to bring your animals and stuff in. Um, and we eventually trapped her, and then it's become her baby. Um, she can maybe one day when we're on live, I'll get her to go outside or something for a few minutes and come back in. She acts like she's been gone forever, but when that happened with Granny, but that's how we got Juju Bean, um, the big bean enforcer.
Oh Lord.
Oh, that's a big inside joke. All right, guys. Thank you, Bless, for that. Animals know, they really do. Well, we lost our Chewini. Unfortunately, she crossed that rainbow bridge uh, January 7th, 2023. That was they're all my babies, but that was the one that was like she was really attached. And when we lost her, our other dog we had was raised with her. Wasn't raised with her. We got the other one when she was a puppy. So for 5 years of her life, that's who she knew her big sister. Um, man, that poor dog mourned so hard for her. It's it's when losing animals suck, guys. We all know that. I mean, man, Boo Bear, I know you lost several in a week, and it's just. Yeah, I was holding a little bit when she passed. I sung her. Okay, I'm gonna start crying over here. Jesus,
Yeah.
I sung her song, and then she went and got her fast feet back. That's what I like to call it. You know, her song was "You Are My Sunshine." Whew. Didn't mean to take that emotional trip. All right, so I'm gonna get off here before I start crying, and then Bless starts crying, then Boo Bear's crying, and then you know we all are sitting here crying about stuff. So I'd say it's Luna Bella. I hate it's just. I wish the animals lived longer. Like good grief, it's like
Oh.
it's crazy. So, but I'm getting off here, guys. I'm just gonna take care of the hotel, uh, and then God, yeah, that's definitely when I still reach for a little bit. That was our Chewini. I still reach for her in the bed because she slept right on my back, and I'd always have to put my hand on her and roll over, and or she'd get mad at me. Boo Bear, we got it, and we're going to be okay. I want to thank everybody who helped today. Um, really appreciate you guys, and maybe we'll get on a little bit later and just talk and have some fun.